Chapter 1154. Trevor Penn, you're going to learn now that the name of the God of Darkness is not to be blasphemed, especially not by a mere lowlife like you. Accept your demise with open arms and submit your soul to the darkness for punishment. It is your fate. Maddox howled those words at Wilbur. The black spiritual flames burning on his body were covered with endless rolling runes. His demonic air seemed to fill the space within 100-meter radius around him. Maddox looked like a monster who had descended from an outer realm to unleash its wrath. Wilbur glanced at the abyss scepter in the air, furrowing his brows. Just then, Maddox began to charge at Wilbur while letting out a growl. He brought his sides down on Wilbur with tremendous force. Wilbur's body lit up with brilliantly colored spiritual flames. His dark disperse crackled with lightning as he brandished it at Maddox. All at once, a fierce battle broke out between the both of them. The dark sides spun around Wilbur like pinwheels, striking and slashing at him from various angles. These dark spiritual flames seemed to let off a dangerous and threatening spiritual pressure. Coupled with Maddox's new form and his crazed laughter, it would be more than enough to scare off regular cultivators. On top of that, there was also the force field surrounding Maddox that continuously attacked his opponents. It was only because Wilbur was cultivating the dragon's chant that he was not affected by this force field and its disruptions. Had it not been for the dragon tribe's powerful defenses and spiritual energy, any other opponent would have been struck down already. Wilbur gripped Dark Disperse tightly in the face of Maddox's crazed attacks, tapping into his godly training form in a relentless counterattack against Maddox. Maddox's attacks were vicious and ruthless. The spinning sides seemed to slice through the air with a piercing howl, attacking Wilbur from multiple angles. Wilbur remained emotionless. Dark Disperse was working seamlessly with Wilbur's godly training form, deflecting every attack. At the same time, Dark Disperse had also stabbed multiple parts of Maddox's body throughout the counterattack. Strangely enough, Maddox seemed unbothered by the fact that the Dark Disperse was striking him, landing attack after attack relentlessly. Within a mere 15 seconds, the two of them had fought dozens of rounds. Maddox had not been able to land a blow on Wilbur but had instead been stabbed a few dozen times himself. Several stab wounds had even pierced right through Maddox, but he seemed completely unaffected. He continued laughing the same crazed laugh, his gaze glinting viciously as he attacked Wilbur once more. Physical immunity? Wilbur raised his eyebrows in surprise as he fought. He could not believe that someone had managed to achieve physical immunity. How could this be? Maddox laughed wildly at the look on Wilbur's face. I'll never be harmed under the protection of the God of Darkness. Just accept your fate. Wilbur smirked coldly. You're full of shit. I'd like to see just how long you managed to keep this form up. You know just as well that there's a price to pay for having such power. To hell with you. Maddox paid Wilbur's words no mind, letting out a loud growl as his sides lit up even more brightly with spiritual flames, and he brought them down on Wilbur in a cross pattern. Darkness falls. Cross assassination. The gigantic sides swung downward with terrifying spiritual energy, their sheer size causing Maddox to retreat backward himself. The power of these sides was ruthless, razor-sharp, and terrifying. It sliced through the air, letting out a piercing howl. Cracks began to appear in space from this terrifying pressure. A suffocating dark force seemed to reach out to Wilbur, threatening to pull him into the endless darkness before destroying him completely.